And then lastly, coming down to Kuya Delta, since the beginning of the pandemic in early March, we've now admitted more than 1,000 COVID-positive patients. But today, this is my good news, and this is where small numbers make us really, really happy, is we only have 27 COVID-positive patients that are in-house right now. Only 2 of them are in the ICU. We do have 4 COVID patients that are on ventilators, but only 2 of those ventilator-dependent patients are in the ICU. So hospitals are definitely getting better and better at taking care of patients, and we are seeing, at least in Tulare County, fewer patients that contract the virus actually being hospitalized. So that's a good thing. But the hospital is incredibly full right now. We are at 94% occupancy in our acute medical center across our adult areas. We do have 11 ICU beds that are open, but we don't have a single ICCU bed, so that's intermediate critical care. We have a 30-bed unit on 3 West and a 24-bed unit on 5 Tower. And again, that's, you know, pretty sick patients. Not so sick that they need to be in the intensive care unit, but they definitely need more care than what you'd see in a medical surgical unit. So, and that's what really worries us. You know, do we have the capacity? The flu is upon us. We've actually now started reporting actual diagnosed flu cases. None of them, I believe, have been hospitalized yet. And we do fully expect that we're going to have a pretty light flu season. Given all of our behaviors and our new practices, but we don't have a lot of wiggle room for COVID or non-COVID as the winter months approaches. Our employees certainly have been impacted by the virus. They're not immune to it. We've had 412 of our healthcare workers at Kuya Delta that have contracted the virus, 13 providers, physicians, and advanced practice providers. But again, on the good news front, only 37 of our employees and none of our providers are currently quarantined and on leave of absence. So that's a really positive thing. The last thing is our 14-day positivity rate, which is probably always going to run higher than the county and the state because we tend to primarily test symptomatic patients, although we are doing a lot of testing of asymptomatic patients now. But we've seen it tick up. We were at, if you go back just over the last few weeks, we went from 6.2 to 6.6 to 7 to 7.5, and now we're at 9.5. So we definitely are seeing more patients that are coming to Kuya Delta are testing positive for the virus.